Hey everyone, and welcome. Um, trying to be today your guide, and we are diving into the essential tool for working with SQL Server, the SSMS, the SQL Server Management Studio. So we've got a couple of 11 key skills to cover that will make all of us to feel confident navigating the SSM right away. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to show you is to connect to the database server. So as you can see right now, I'm already logged in into my SQL server, but if you want to connect, it's very simple. When you first open the SSMS, you will see the connect server, right, this one. So you can select into this dialog box. You need just to feed some few information like it's showing right here. You just select the server name, the authentication type is Windows authentication, and then once you click on connect, you will hence having this window that you can see right here. That's how you connect to your SQL server. After you specify this was the first thing. So once these are fields, it's just to click connect, and if everything is correct, you will see your server appearing in the object explorer on the left, as you can see here. So the second thing I can show to you, what is the object explorer. That's the second thing we need to see. What is the object explorer? So the object explorer, that's the second thing I wanted to show you. So before we do anything else, let's talk about the object explorer. The object explorer is essentially a file system for your database server. It lets you browse, manage, and interact with all the objects on your SQL server. You can see your databases. Your databases are right here. I can just pull this off first of all. You can see your database, your security. So you can see all of this stuff to your left. It's to the left side. So that's the object explorer. It just help you to manage and interact with all the objects on your SQL server. So you see the database, security, you see the settings, you see the server objects, you see the replication, the management, and so on. Think of it as your database server's table of contents. So you can expand a server, then you expand the server. This is the server, you can expand it, then you expand the databases, and then you can put it back again, and so on and so forth, to see just everything inside your database hosted there. So the third thing I'm going to show you is how to select a specific database. Now let's see how to select a specific database. Like for this example, I'm selecting already the ECIT 143DA, this one. I just went through. Let me close up this server first of all. I have to expand databases, then select one of the database. Now I've selected this database. I can select this cashier register. I can select the adventure works. So I'm just going into by clicking on it. And also, once you've selected a database, you can see it at let's see, I can use also this script to also select. Yeah, I think you can. Yeah, but sorry, I do have some mistakes, some wrong things happening in my database. But selecting a database is very simple. You just click on the database, then you can do whatever you want to do on that specific database. All right, so you can just double click on the database in the object explorer to make it the context in the context of any query you run. So most Yeah, that's the very simple one I can use. I can also use the drop down menu at the top of the query editor and so on, but yeah, I can also use that one. That's the second method I can do to select the database. When I open a new query, I can say I open the new query, right? And then I open the new query. I can use the drop down menu at the top of the query editor, or I can even write myself the use commands, and that will help me to select a specific database. Let's try this. I can say use this database name, this one. Yeah, this also can help me to select a specific database. And once I execute this line, yeah, and you can see at the bottom it says completed successfully. I've selected the EC IT143 VA database. You can see it at the top here. That's how I do select, and this is the best practice to ensure that I'm really working on the correct database. Then the other thing I wanted to show you is how to create a view. Yeah, let's just see how to create a DB view for the customers. So for this, we just want to execute a command. First, we click a new. We should do this. We should click on new query, and then we use the. Anyway, I've already done that. You can see it right here on this tab. Wait a moment. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, there was just a paste, copy and paste how to create a view. There was a copy and paste somewhere. What is it again? Let me just pull it for you here. So we want to create a view for the customers. To execute the command, we just first need to click the new query button, and it opens the query editor. And then as there's just a copy and paste, let me look for the copy and paste and then bring it on. There was a copy and paste for how to create. Yeah, just let's open this copy and paste and to just show you. I've done it already, but just to show you how to do it. It's very simple anyway. So where is the script? I'm just gonna pull the script quickly. So once I bring that script in here, there's a copy and paste for this, how to create a view for customers. So this is very simple again. We just run on, we just click on F5, or we just select the script. We can select the whole thing, the script, and then we run execute. You can see it's already created. I've created a view. If I go inside the table, let's go in here. Yeah, you can see right here, it's already created. This one. Here it is, it was already created. It's right here. So it's simple. Just select the script and then execute this script. And that's how it's gonna create this table. You can see right here, this view of school's customers. I've done it. It was a simple one, just to copy and paste and then run it. That's how we create a view. Very simple. Press F5 key on a keyboard, or right click on the code and select execute. That's how you can create a view. Then the next one is to see how we can create a table with SQL. Again, here we had a copy and paste again of the script. Which one? Let me show you. This script. Yeah, a very simple one. How we create a table. We just copy and paste this. You can see it's a very simple script. Select V into the DB W3 schools customers, and then we hit F5 to just create this table. And we can see inside this view, we can see this column. Yeah, here are the columns. So everything is already created by just selecting this script and say execute. It already created this customer ID, the customer name, contact name, and so on and so forth. Very simple. Next thing I want to show you is how to select the top 1000 row in the database. A very common action is viewing the data in the table. Instead of writing a whole select statement, the SSMS gives us a shortcut. That's very simple. So in the Object Explorer right here, as you can see, I can just right click. Yeah, just let me explain. I can right click the table I want to query and then say I want to see I want to select the top 1000 row. So in the Object Explorer, I'm just gonna right click on this. Sorry, it's giving this error all the times, but in fact if I right click here, oh come on John, what's happening here? Come on, let me try it again. So yeah, right here, transaction success. Okay, I'll close this one first of all. No, I want to be able to select the top 1000 row. Once I right click here, I don't understand why my server is giving this error, but anyway, it's very simple for that to happen. Once I right click on the table that I want to query, and then I select the top 1000 row, the SSMS automatically will regenerate and run the select the top 1000 statement for me, which is super helpful and a very quick data check. So if I want all the rows, I can just remove the top 1000 clause from the generated code and rerun it. So it's still gonna show me all the top. I don't know why. Connection was successfully established with the server, but there's a kind of error that's showing up. I'm sorry for that, but that's how I can actually do it. Let me just refresh again, and so let me see. I right click. No, sorry. Yeah, that's how I do. Right click on it and then select the other menu that will show the 1000 top row. The next thing I wanted to show, even though it gives error, I'm sorry for that, is how to generating the create script for a table. Let's say I want to move this table to another database, or just I want to save it, to save the creation codes. Yeah, it's very easy. I can do it by generating the create script. How again? Um, Again, it's just to right click on the table in the Object Explorer. I'm gonna try this again. Right click. I know what's happening. I'm just gonna quickly try to connect again to the SSM. Let me try again. Connect to the object, then try to connect again. Oh gosh. Oh my god, what's happening here? I don't understand why this is happening, but that was very simple. Oh, come on. Let's see. Yeah, I really don't understand why this keeps doing this. I'm just going to close this. Close this. Oh no, I don't want to do this again. Okay, current transaction. Okay, I just want to close it. No. close everything and try to show you the next thing that I can do on my SQL SS. Yeah, this one. Okay, cool. Let me try again. I'm on the database. I right click on the table. Yeah, this is what I was saying. To select the top 1000 row, this is the menu. But now I was showing to you how to do what again? How to generate a create script. It's easier. I right click on the table in the object explorer, right click on it. Once I right click on it, and then I over on the script table as right click on it. Script table as create, right? Create two new query editor. Let me try this. And this is supposed to show me how how is the script. Yeah, it's just remaining two things. It's gonna generate the script text. Right now it's just in progress. Here we go. This is the script that was used to generate this table. It's very simple. Just depend of something that's happening in my configuration, but this is the way we do it. Instantly, the SSMS will create a complete executable SQL script. This one, the one you can see right here. Okay, and yeah, that's how we do it, including all the details like columns, primary keys, and other constraints. This is a live server for backup and migration task. It's very simple. And another thing I wanted to show you is how to see the execution plan for query. How do we do that? I think I've done it already. Yeah, it's already here. It's simple again. How to see an execution plan. Just understanding how the SQL server runs your queries is a key to also making it faster. So this is where the execution plan comes in. How to do it? Let's say I type a select query into the editor. Uh, any select. I can say I type this select. And then once I click on this icon right here, it's gonna display the estimated execution plan. Yeah, you can see here it's gone. It went away. Then once I click back, it should show me. Come on, let me just do a new query. Then I say select. Once I do this, I want to see the execution plan. I click on it. Incorrect syntax, new select. Yeah, sorry, I'm just going to check that on this. Yeah, let's say any of this. Let's see, for example, create a table. Then I want to see the estimated execution plan. It should show. Mine is just giving error. Looks like I'm not really connected to the database. So it's giving me this kind of error. Let me just bring back that code again. Let's see how. Oh, come on, John. Any select. Say um mm, anyway, that's how it works. Once you select, I just don't understand why my code is giving this kind of error. I can say select. Okay, select whole. I'm just trying to show how to display the execution plan for any query. So I type this into the SQL editor, then I select I just before executing this, it look Uh, let's see. I don't execute, but I just look into the tab. I just want to understand. Yeah. So what is happening? I can look into the toolbar for the. This is an icon that says display estimated execution plane. It looks like a three stacked rectangular. This one, it's normally supposed to show me the execution plane. I don't understand, there's some error, but anyway, query completed with error. What's the problem? It's still that problem of connection, but this is how I can show the execution plane right here. Let's see, just here. Yeah, normally it's supposed to work. Let me see again. I'm gonna try it again right here. Yeah, here we go. This is how we show the execution plane. Once I click on it again, yeah, it's already showing that execution plane. You can see it at the bottom. Then when you click on it, yeah, that's how it works. This plane shows the steps the SQL server will take to retrieve your data, and it also helps to troubleshoot slow queries by highlighting expensive operations like a table scan and so on and so forth. Then the other thing is how to filter the table list. How do we do that? What if you have hundreds of tables? Scrolling is inefficient. You can filter the list. That's very simple. So in the Object Explorer, right here, inside the ECIT143DA database. So I can right click on the tables folders, this one, and then I can see filter. I'll go into the filter settings, and then right here, once I'm in the filter settings, a new windows will pop up, as you can see, and I can filter by name, by schema, or even creation date. For example, if I only want to see tables starting with the E and so on and so forth. Yeah, so that's how I can say I want to filter stuff that's starting with the name E, or I can filter by name and so on, by schema and so on and so forth. That's how we do it. I can set the criteria name like E and percent and hit OK, and the table folder will instantly shrink to show only the matching table. E percentage, maybe. Okay, let's just try that. See if I want to see everything that's starting with the E. And I say okay. Yeah, that's how we filter stuff. But anyway, that's how we filter. How do we clear the code error indicator? Sometimes you can see the red lines. I've already done that. You can see all my codes, they don't have any red lines, and so yeah, everywhere there's nothing. But how did I do it? It's again very simple. Clearing the code error. Okay, finally, that's a common issue. Whenever you create an object, but SSMS is still showing red squiggly lines underneath its name in your code, like error and so on. That's confusing. The red line or IntelliSense errors sometimes lag behind the actual state of the database. You know, the object exists, but SSMS hasn't really updated its internal reference yet. So to fix this, you need to refresh the local cache. That's how we do it. So we go into the edit menu right here at the top. Edit menu, we go underneath inside IntelliSense, and then at the, yeah, if you slide at the bottom right here, if you see refresh the local cache, this will assist you, will help you to get rid of the red line, and nothing will be in red anymore. So you go just to edit, select IntelliSense, and Then you click refresh local cache. Or sometimes you can just press Control plus Shift plus R. Give it a moment and those annoying red lines should disappear. Then confirming that your code is valid. Then sometimes how do we comment the code? Let's say I have these lines right here. These lines. If I want to comment it, it's simple. Again, you just select the lines of code and then you click on this icon. It says comments out selected lines. They have been commented. If I want to put it back again, I can just uncomment. That's how we do it. Simple. It's sometimes, yeah, we can still do this. And then, that's how it works. There you have it. It's those 11 essential skills for working confidently inside the SQL Server Management Studio. Thank you for watching, but the best practice is to practice this step and you'll be an SSMS power user in no time. Thanks for watching and happy querying to everyone. Bye.